You're still watching Smart Means Business. Many thanks for being part of us this early morning. Now let's get our business quote of this Monday, 6th February. Well, we do start with the business tip, which says the critical ingredient is getting off your butt and doing something. It is as simple as that. A lot of people have new ideas, but there are few who decide to do something about them now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. The true entrepreneur is a doer, not a dreamer. The critical ingredient is getting off your butt and doing something. It is as simple as that. A lot of people have ideas, but there are few who decide to do something about them now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. The true entrepreneur is a doer, not a dreamer. So do what you want today, and basically don't go on to wait for people. The entrepreneur is a doer, not a dreamer. So the critical ingredient is getting off your butt and doing something today. That is what the quote is, rather the business tip is saying, that do something now, be able to at least do it more often without waiting on to someone else, because there are very few people who are willing to do something today and do it exactly now. Now, besides that, let's have our business quote of the morning too, to inspire you throughout this week. And the quote is coming in from Thomas Edison, who says, "I have not failed, I have just found 10,000 ways that are likely not to work out for me." Thomas Edison with that one. "I've not failed, I've just found out 10,000 ways that won't work." So he does not consider it as failure, rather he considers it as trying to do something which has just failed to be able to be executed, but not necessarily meaning that he has failed as an individual. And well, you get to realize that that is something that we should be having as part of our lives, that well, you are not a failure, you're just failing to get the right dots, or you are yet to at least succeed at whatever you're doing. You are trying to do something, though it is not working out, but well, in the long run, you will realize that as much as you continue to at least engage in the different activities and doing them right in the same way as you've been doing, you will be able to at least see that you develop and at least get some new installments in there. All right, now away from that, let's get into our business updates again, and this time around we are rotating around skilling and innovations. And basically this time around is rotating around agriculture and the agriculture sector in Uganda, where the Ministry of Agriculture and as well as that of the education sector, the Ministry of Education, are to find solution of commercializing the innovators and of course their various products, which in turn will at least have people get more of the hands-on skills to improve in their business activations in regards to the agricultural sector. But not only that, you get to as well realize that this will also look at reducing on food shortage due to the skills that will be that will have at least be acquired from these young people. And this was during the official opening of the Bukalasa Training Institute, where President Museveni was the chief guest, and some of the key things that were highlighted was to skill up the young people, not only to find a solution to unemployment, but also to also find a solution to shortage of food in the various communities. And this is where our business update this particular morning is taking us out today. Let's have a look.
I want to congratulate the Ministry of Education for finally seeing the results of skilling. When you visit all of these institutions of science, Bukalasa, even as far as Rwampara and Rwentanga, our own institutions of Naro, it's no longer the teaching and the talking, they do, and you see innovations, very amazing innovations. When you go to the universities, the specialized faculties, you see products ready for the market. So one step perhaps we shall do as government, the Ministry of Agriculture will sit with the Ministry of Education to discuss how we can support these institutions.
Well, now in the same update, you get to realize that food, homesteading income is being looked at as a very important aspect for every family, according to what President Museveni believes. When you look at family growth, we have to create homesteading income, whereby the family members, those who are actually part of the families, can easily grow together and at least create a steady income for the household and for those in the family. Now, also, besides the same kind of situation, the Ministry of Agriculture and Education, like I did say, want to find a solution of commercializing the innovation products, especially for those particular innovators in the agriculture sector, for example. Remember, the idea about value addition has always been one of the predominant discussions in the country, especially those stakeholders in agriculture. And furthermore, with the Bukalasa Training Institute, which was officiated by President Museveni last week, it does look at not only skilling, but also mentoring the young innovators into viable business ventures that will create opportunities for many of those who are looking for what to do, or who are looking to engage in the agricultural sector, those who want to at least expand and grow their businesses. But also, besides that, the kind of situation that we're living into the country right now regarding innovations and the young people who want to at least engage in the various activations in the country, it goes back to at least having a second job, or at least having a second kind of income, and agriculture can give you that value for your earnings. If you try to at least look for a homesteady income to grow, you can look through the agriculture sector. That will be helpful to your business, if I am to put it in that way. Now, furthermore, let's get back to this particular update to at least get to as well as realize how possible this would be, and how the Bukalasa Training Institute will help out, especially in skilling the young people in the agricultural sector, and of course creating a steady income for the homesteads around in the long run by engaging in agriculture and value addition in agriculture, but especially the idea about commercial agriculture in the country.
Smart24, driving business. Smart24, driving business.
I want to congratulate the Ministry of Education for finally seeing the results of skilling. When you visit all of these institutions of science, Bukalasa, even as far as Rwampara and Rwentanga, our own institutions of Naro, It's no longer the teaching and the talking, they do, and you see innovations, very amazing innovations. When you go to the universities, the specialized faculties, you see products ready for the market. So one step perhaps we shall do as government, the Ministry of Agriculture will sit with the Ministry of Education to discuss how we can support these institutions to operate dedicated separate business arms that will help to commercialize their products.
So indeed, as Uganda strives to transform its human resource, these technical institutes are going to quicken the process for industries to find home in Uganda, because those who qualify from these colleges must be hands-on in training and no longer just theoretical qualifications alone. However, when I first visited Bukaras Agricultural College to see for myself what the World Bank loan was doing, I was astounded to find a college supposedly for agriculture quietly locked up here in the hinterland of our agricultural communities, showing no signs at all of any impact around its neighboring villages. I walked around with my colleagues. Honorable Miyingo was one of us. I'm sure he remembers. And on that tour, and what we saw was a sad sight of a few animals locked up in their paddocks, which had no pasture, and generally the whole place was demotivating. Secondly, it is even more motivating now to know that Bukarasa has been equipped to add value, as you heard, to their products, such as fruits, and I was hoping milk, because we have animals here now. We really can pack the milk and other agricultural products. In time, I was thinking, Honorable Minister of Agriculture, that we also can build silos right here so that they can store dry cereals and foodstuffs, so that when we have food shortages, we can get help from these agricultural colleges, or at least specialize in seed banking, because we are having issues with seeds, and these colleges should be able at least to do that, to have seed banks for the rest of the country. Thirdly, I want to thank you, Mr. President, for striving to strengthen our country's potential by investing in infrastructure development, especially for higher learning, both for universities and technical colleges, for both are vital for human capital development. I am now confident that with the skills we intend to build here and elsewhere, food shortages will not only be a thing of the past, but also the people who live on the land, who happen to be the majority of our communities in the country, will no longer live in poverty, considering that government has also invested heavily in the parish development model. If more skilled personnel come from these colleges, the sky should be the limit. I wanted to say that there is an agricultural college in Holland that I visited some time back. And I was truly surprised to see animals, cows whose udders are so low that they need a kind of bra to lift up the udders, because the milk pours out as the animals move around the place, as they feed on the feeds that are feeds that are mixed with nutrients, and the animals are so huge and the milk is so much. So when we see our animals here, they are not yet where they must be. At an agricultural college, we must see animals that truly show that whoever comes here learns by seeing what is happening so that they go and do that wherever they go. So I'm hoping that I'll get the opportunity to take with me the leaders, the principal and others from Bukalasa, and we take a trip to Holland and see for yourselves what others are doing in agricultural colleges, so that you know that you have the potential to do that, or even better, because you have all this land lying here, and you have the students lying here, right here, in such big numbers, so that we transform Bukalasa really to transform agriculture in Uganda.
You must be very careful, because people get lost in so many things, and they forget what is primary. That's why Jesus was able to guide these people. Say, you people, there are so many things to do. However, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, the rest will be added unto you. Now, the problem in Africa, have been advising you that seek ye the homestead incomes, the rest will be added unto you. Musoke munonye enyingiza y'amaka, ebirala byonna biribongerwako. Processing fruit. The chairman was saying, the chairman of the district was talking about the food factory, but as Tumaba said, there's already a factory here. Nsanzewo omwana omugisu yabala akulira omulimo ogwo. So they are doing four things here. Livestock and crop production, number one. Number two, food, animal feed, growing and processing. Number three, skilling, training these young people. And number four, value addition. All those are being done here.
Yes.
All of them. So I want to congratulate the college. I want to congratulate the Minister of Education. Congratulations for this achievement. I want to congratulate the Minister of Education. This is a big contribution, but you, the community, you must use it, must learn from it.
And there you officially have it from President Museveni, the First Lady, as well as the Minister of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries in the country during the official opening of the Bukalasa Training Institute, which is mainly looking at skilling and as well training most of the people into the agribusiness of commercial agriculture. As we're heading into the break, the markets on the Zabo platform are officially opened, so you can easily invest in these government bonds. *292# is the USSD code that you can use today to kickstart off that investment journey of yours. What you need to do now is to remember that the markets have been opened at 8:15 a.m. That means before 3:15 p.m. you'll be able to invest in government bonds. If you have no account yet, all you need to do is register one today with your NIN, and after 24 hours, as of tomorrow, you will be able to invest in government bonds. Zabo is a platform by Altex East Africa, and Altex East Africa says do something new. Zabo, my money, my future. Altex East Africa, do something new. The minimum amount is 15,000 Ugandan shillings, and you can grow your investments in that way. Now, meanwhile, after the break, I'll be returning with the latest from sports business, as Andrew Berijo will be joining me to give you the latest from the entertainment world. Stick around. Good morning.
Smart24, driving business.
My name is Kaheru Bright Bernard, a sales and marketing consultant with Bukona Agro Processors. Bukona Agro Processors is a local manufacturer of green energy, specifically ethanol, for clean cooking. The factory was established in 2013. Factory work started by 2019, and by 2020 we got support from government through Uganda Development Corporation to further improve our production, manufacture stoves that would be used, that would use ethanol for clean cooking. So with that fuel, we're producing fuel, green fuel, with the bio stoves for clean cooking. And we are in a partnership with Gulu Diocese that has about 9,000 local farmers producing cassava, which is a bio, which is a raw material for production of ethanol. And we also use maize and grain, specifically sorghum, for production of the fuel. And currently, we are exporting to Kenya. We have a partnership with Vivo Energy that supplies Cocoa Networks, a distributor of clean cooking solutions within Nairobi, Kisumu, Nakuru, and other parts of Kenya. We're also distributing within the local market in Uganda, but with, of course, the production of biostoves, we hope we shall also improve our distribution network within Uganda to develop the culture of clean cooking using ethanol made from cassava that is locally produced here. And we hope that is going to support sustainable development goals, specifically SDG 13, 7, and 3, since our effort is to reduce the use of charcoal that has seen a lot of forests cut down, that has seen a lot of Mother Nature being lost, and most importantly, carbon emissions that are being emitted into the sky, causing a lot of green energy issues here and there. So we hope with as we scale up further with support from government, specifically Uganda Development Corporation, we shall be in position to achieve these objectives, develop that culture of clean cooking, and have people consume more of that food. And within our community, we have really had a lot of impact, created a lot of jobs for the local farmers, about 9,000 farmers under the Archdiocese of Gulu Catholic Church. And of course, the local people within Nyoya, within Gulu, and the surrounding areas have gotten employment. We're employing close to 200 people on a daily basis as temporary and permanent staff. And that has really had a lot of impact. And we are hopeful that as we scale up this production process within the local industry, energy specifically, the energy sector, we shall change lives and we shall improve how we consume, how we cook, how we ensure we are consuming our environment through effective, clean, and healthy cooking solutions.
Saving or securing for the future does not only mean investing in stocks, real estates, or companies, but there are so many chances of becoming a billionaire through practicing agriculture. You don't need a very big plot of land or large capital to start, but slowly by slowly you can build an empire. Uganda's economy is made up of agriculture, services, and industry sectors. But agriculture comes out as the backbone of Uganda, employing 70% of the population and contributing half
of their country's exports and earnings. Agriculture being the main supplier of raw materials for several companies, and it's readily marketed both in urban and rural areas, there are so many chances of the next billionaires coming from agriculture. From the farmers to the processors, from the processors to the traders, and from the traders to the final consumers. We shall be taking you through the whole agriculture chain. My name is Chris Chitaka Haman, and this is Farm Smart, showing every Friday 7 to 8 p.m. only on Smart24 TV, driving business.